All right, let's move on to 4 p.m. action, afternoon action, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Chicago Bears 4-10, 2-5 on the road at the Seattle Seahawks, 5-8, 2-4 at home at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. 32 Fahrenheit, snow showers, 9 miles per hour. I should have moved on this under 43 when I had the chance. Could have moved on it today. I should have moved on it today. I don't expect it'll open at 43, and if it doesn't open there, I don't know if I move on it. Birdie does have a question about that last game we were talking about. Did you lean to the over in Chargers Texans?
I think I would, just based on the fact that the missing pieces are all, not all, but primarily defensive players. So yeah, I can see the Chargers putting up a ton of points. I can see the lowly Houston Texans putting up enough points to reach that total. So yeah, I would lean the over in that game.
I think that makes sense. I'm going to look into that further and put a little over question mark here. All right, and Viper's already on the under 44 minus 110 at DraftKings. Nice job, Vipe. I should have moved on it today. I was just trying to make sure that I was prepared for the show, and I just lost track of time, and then the game started. Bears 4-10, 2-5 on the road. Seahawks 5-8, 2-4 at home. And I just mentioned the snow showers. Let's take a look at the market in this spot. This total is at 43 or 43.5, depending on where you shop. It opened with Seattle minus 7.5, but at plus 110, so really a 7 or 6.5. It's now at 6.5 at most books. Actually, some books still hang in the 7. And Birdie says if you like the Chargers team total over and you don't think they cover, then 29-20 would be the final score. Let's take a look at where the cash lies in this. Oh, I guess it doesn't make sense to look where the cash lies before the game's in. But yeah, it's just 567 tickets in. Of those, 91% of the spread tickets are on Seattle, and 86% of the tickets are on the under. So it probably will keep dropping. The Bears come in ravaged by injury and COVID. They've lost 8 of 9. They're on a short week after their 17-9 loss at home to the Vikings on Monday night. Bears are missing 14 players with COVID. Allen Robinson and the starting secondary were the main components that they were missing. And the health of the staff is a mess. Sean Desai, their defensive coordinator, was cleared to return hours before kickoff. Bill Lazor was not cleared, so Nagy called the plays, and he was terrible. Special teams coordinator Chris Tabor is out as well. Justin Fields was 26 for 39 for 285 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions, and he looked terrible. He ran 7 times for 35 yards, fumbled twice, but he was missing open receivers, and he was having receivers drop balls. So it was just a combination of bad play. And he was missing both his starting tackles, Larry Borum on the COVID list, left tackle Jason Peters out with an ankle injury. Cole Kmet caught 6 passes for 71 yards. Darnell Mooney caught 5 for 63. Damier Byrd caught 5 for 62. He also lost a fumble and missed some blatant, perfect, just ball on the hands, should have caught situations. Montgomery ran 18 times for 60 yards, lost a fumble. Roquan Smith had 10 tackles. Akeem Hicks and Robert Quinn each had 2 sacks. Quinn has 16 sacks this year. It's quietly having a monster season. He's just behind Hall of Famer Richard Dent's franchise record of 17.5 and 84. Deion Bush had an interception. With all their COVID issues, the defense looked good. Wide receiver, punt returner Jakeem Grant Sr. Left in the first half. He's in concussion protocol. These Seahawks are in action right now as we speak. They're not looking good. They're down 20-10 right now, and they have 54 seconds left, and they have the ball on the Rams 48 with 54 seconds left, and they're out of timeouts. So we'll have to see who is healthy after this spot and study it a little more. Any early feelings on this spot here? Bears, Seahawks, take it away.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this Seattle Seahawks team responds. Now with this loss that will, in all likelihood, take place if they're down 10 with 50 seconds left, this will be the first official losing season of the Pete Carroll era in Seattle. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to it. I think the under here in this game is a great look. I don't think I would back Seattle at -7 because I don't know how they're going to react. They do have a lot of injuries, but they also, we said this from the start of the year, they just don't have enough talent. They're top-loaded with a handful of contracts that gulp up way too much of their cap. And frankly, Russell ran out of magic this year. I mean, he for years kept this team competitive, even when they had loads of holes. But it's just not there anymore. So I can't bet them to cover 7 points. I can't put any faith in Chicago, but I do like the under here a lot because Chicago's defense has played well, even with injuries, even with having Khalil Mack out. They're still playing solid defense, and Seattle's defense continues to overachieve. And they don't really have to do much to overachieve against this Bears offense because, quite frankly, I'm amazed that Matt Nagy is not fired at this stage. I mean, I guess there's little point to doing it now other than to make a point. But he needs to go for this team to blossom. But the Bears, even when they are playing good, they shoot themselves in the foot. So I don't see a lot of scoring in this game. And for that reason, I am on the under here.
Well, let's see if I can find it anywhere. Is it still up at DraftKings? I can't open up DraftKings. Oh, I probably could now that I'm in the States. I never thought of that. But let's see if it's available here at FanDuel. It is not.
Also, Lockett is out, but is it an injury or is it COVID?
It's COVID.
COVID.
So he's capable of being back here. All right, so the Rams have covered here. Big win for my dad, and nice work for everybody. So I don't have this available in any books. Can anybody see it available right now? The Seahawks under. So, so I'll just say that Bebsie is on the under, and we'll have to see when that becomes available at some point this evening. And I want it too. So I want it. I should have bet it already. If it's below 42, which I doubt, I'm just going to be angry and let it go.